Oh, the fear mode. Oh, that's cool. You put that as yourself. You fear. Very cool.
Are you sneaking behind the DM's screen to see what's going on?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Are you cheating?
I'm looking at this little cool.
Look at him, like he's sitting there trying to figure out how to kill us.
Notes.
Read his notes, and you're sitting there. Get the grass over in your player
Why
spot.
did you be a cop? Come on.
Because I'm the Lord Justice.
I'm a prince.
Let me read something
Not
else
faithful.
right now.
You're an order-born prince.
Exactly.
I'm gonna say
You're a rule follower.
outfit.
You're like mom.
I thought that I had like updated that, but
I'm
it was
the prince.
still somehow
Wait.
set to my
What's your
personal channel
princess?
for the stream key on YouTube. And I know I changed that the last time that we streamed, but
It didn't stream last time, though, I don't think.
I know.
We'll live.
Yeah,
We're going to get back on the YouTube wagon. It's summer. Summer changes everything.
it's magic.
I don't know what happens with summer. Summer just everyone's like, la la la.
Summer brain.
And it's crazy because in May, everyone senses summer coming. And everyone's like, summer's coming. Let's all relax and take a break. And everyone's like, no, we won't do that. We're going to be just as big in June as we were in May. And then June hits and everybody's fucking gone.
Yep. All right. So, as you all make your way to your separate destinations until evening, there is a crispness to the evening air. It's filled with anticipation. The elite of Arendor all make their way toward the sprawling Avericum estate. Approaching, you see this estate is a testament to the wealth and influence of its owner, Thaddeus Avericum. The grand ballroom, as you enter, is a marvel of opulence, with crystal chandeliers casting a dazzling light on the polished marble floors and intricately decorated walls. Nobles, merchants, all clad in their finest attire, adorned with elaborate masks, mingle and converse in a scene of high society splendor. What are you guys wearing? How'd you get
my battle armor.
dressed up for this? You wearing battle armor?
Yeah. Always wearing it. I'm wearing my prince armor. It's all shiny. I kind of polished it during our short rest we had, our quick hour. I polished it a little bit. I made it look pretty.
Yeah. Seeker, what about you? What are you wearing?
So I am wearing my armor. It's not a crazy heavy duty. It has some metal on it, but it's mostly cloth, and I've got a jacket over it, kind of like the seafarer's captain, but it's hewn with like brown. It's brown with little tidbits of gold on it, along with a crow mask.
Ooh.
Very fancy.
Very King of Jerusalem.
And I have my.
I like that.
Can I say that I have someone else like helping me sell the guns, or at least carrying the guns near me?
That would be my crew.
Your crew?
Yeah, my crew would be unloading it.
Well, no, we're not selling the guns here.
No, but I'm not. We're
You should just have a brace of pistols on, nice and shiny and awesome, and no one knows what they are. No, brace would be
That's actually something pirates used to do.
Yes, you want a brace of pistols,
They have
that-
like multiple pistols on it.
but he's got 6-shooters. He doesn't need.
I know. I'm just making.
You want 2 6-shooters
26
that everybody
shots.
goes like, "What the fuck is that?" And you get to show them off and be like.
I don't know if I want to
Yeah.
shoot inside. Okay.
But like the guns stay in the crate on the ship. They pay you the cash, then they go pick up the guns from the ship. You have 20 crates of 10 guns each on the ship.
I'm gonna summon
You can arm a small military unit, which is the whole idea. Once you get the right price.
That's true. What, a bag of gold for each?
I think more.
It'd probably be like
Per
2 or
crate?
3.
Per gun.
Oh, per gun? Bag of gold per gun? So what is that per crate? That would be 10 bags of gold per crate.
2,500.
It's a little higher than I was thinking, but not crazy higher than I was
Oh,
thinking.
maybe 6, 7
That's a place to start your
that's the-
negotiation.
This is the only place you can buy black powder
That's a
guns.
Pawn Stars place to start your
It's the
negotiation.
only place to
Yeah.
buy
You're selling me.
black powder
You're
guns.
selling me, but I'm just be open to negotiation.
Best I can do is 5 bags of gold.
Per
Yeah.
gun? Alright,
That's
bet.
the guy's.
Well, for the crate.
What's the guy's name from Pawn Stars?
Yeah,
Chuck?
Rick.
Rick.
Oh.
But sorry. Semi, what are you wearing?
So I am wearing my fancy stepping out armor. It's just like my regular armor, except extra fancy. Like it is extra shiny, and instead of a tabard, which would be a cloth over my armor, I have a snowy cloak that is down over the back of my armor with a black cross on the cloak.
That's dope. All of you arrive. Your senses are overwhelmed just by the richness of the surrounding. You can smell like a banquet that has been prepared for this evening. You smell the perfumes and the different like oils that are on probably a handful of the lords and ladies that are in this crowd. And you hear the sound of an orchestra playing near the back of this grand entrance. And as you continue in, you see the forms of lords and ladies as they dance through a melodious waltz. Countless well-dressed figures, all masked and engaged in animated conversation. The masquerade itself is a pure spectacle of luxury, playground for the powerful and influential. As you cross the threshold of the door, a herald announces your arrival. Lord Samael, accompanied by your title, sir.
Prince of... What islands of what?
Vesperan Isles.
Prince of the Vesperan Isles.
Accompanied by Sir Andres, Prince of the Vesperan Isles. Your title, sir.
Seeker, Captain of the Black Wing.
Oh, yes, I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Seeker. Sir, Captain Seeker of the Black Wing. Presenting, and you see as everyone kind of like turns towards you for a moment, and then they all kind of like return to their
I
conversation.
pull this out.
Ooh, you pull out.
I'm not shooting. I'm just gonna have it.
Alright, go ahead and make a presence roll.
Alright.
If you want to try
and help you.
Okay.
Presence.
With advantage.
Wait, actually. I'm rolling with digital or regular dice.
Do it.
8, and then I'll roll my die 6. 4, so 18. With hope.
18.
With hope.
Cool. You finish this performance, and you notice there's a few eyes on you. Most everyone in the room kind of like watched it, is trying to pick up what it is exactly that you're spinning, but they see the level of skill with which you're doing it, and there's nods of respect and sort of silent invitations kind of to come and join in various conversations around the room.
Alright, wait. I'm gonna say really loudly. Someone hold up a drink. Shoot the drink.
Okay.
It's a cool party trick, I think.
You watch as a
Just don't hit anybody.
beautiful auburn-haired elvish woman holds up a fine chalice, and it's just fine crystal.
I'm spending another hope.
Okay. You're like, oh.
I'm gonna use my
I'm gonna be looking at that chalice going, oh, that's expensive.
I'm gonna use my Oglethorpe Orderborn dedication
Okay.
as like a discipline, right?
What do you
gun?
say?
My guns. My guns are like a discipline.
I mean,
I did the discipline.
firing a gun indoors doesn't scream discipline, but
Well, no,
Hard work. He's selling his daddy's guns.
okay.
Yeah. Faith.
Go for it.
I'm praying while
Discipline, faith, hard work.
Yeah.
You are here to
He's
sell
hard
your
working.
daddy's
He's-
guns.
he's
Spend your,
hard
spend
Yeah.
your hope and shoot.
32 with hope.
Okay.
Got your hope back.
You watch.
I spin and
The shot pierces, or rather shatters through the stem of this chalice, and you watch as the actual contents of the glass remain for a moment, and they slowly like fall towards the ground, and then the bottom of the chalice strikes the marble floor, and then evenly. Everyone. You hear like this sort of like muffled
So it's like,
money.
whispering kind of like pick up. If you
I
want
want
to,
you want a gun? Go to the coolest new thing.
Tinker's over here just
It's like yo-yos in
"That's
4th grade.
expensive, dude."
Remember how in 4th grade everybody
What's
wanted a yo-yo?
That glass-
Everybody wants
that
a
glass is
6-shooter now.
expensive, man.
I'll give you that.
I have no mask, by the
That's
way.
for me.
okay.
Nobody here would expect me that I'm the Lord Justice. They're
Yeah.
like, yep, it's Samuel, no mask. Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh,
They get it.
nice enough. Sorry.
It's like Samuel is a figure of himself. Like
Samuel.
he is the
His
image.
mask is himself.
Yeah.
He is the mask.
If he wore a mask,
Business.
the mask would actually.
Oh, we're going Chuck Norris on this scenario.
But the elven woman, still holding the base of this chalice that you shot through, begins to walk over and approach you. She says, "Hello, I'm not sure that I have made your acquaintance. I am Lady Fairmont. What is your name?"
Andres, the Prince of the Vermin Islands.
The Vermin
Best
Islands.
The best
Prince of the
Island.
Vermin Islands.
Prince of the Vermin Islands. Of the Vesper Islands. I'm the Prince of the Vesper Islands.
Ah, the prince. I see. Well,
Shut up.
that was quite the impressive show. I'm glad that I could play assistant to you.
Thank you.
What my axe brings you here to the masquerade?
To sell some of these guns to meet new people.
Oh, interesting. And to whom are you looking to sell these weapons? To Lord
Anyone
Thaddeus? Perhaps?
anyone that wants to pay the price.
Oh, well,
More
Anyone
likely.
who wants to play the price in the Eldarian Council.
What he said.
I see.
Apparently.
So, you are here
Eldaria stands united.
on business then?
Do I know anything about?
Yeah.
Is she
so
like a pro-Eldarian, not
Isabel-
pro-Eldarian?
Isabel Fairmont. She is a lady of Arendor, noble by birth. She is a socialite and a confidant, or someone that has regularly been seen with Lady Valerian, who is the current High Chancellor of Arendor.
So then she would, I would say it cool to her. Be like, any one of the Eldarian Alliance, of which they wish to be friends.
Wonderful.
Yeah, just so you
Would
know,
like to pay the price.
my armor does have a special ability on it.
Okay.
It's called True Seeking. My armor glows when anyone that is close to me is telling me why.
Okay.
Ooh.
Easy enough. Let's see. So, I will say, as you enter this room, the moment that you pass the threshold, your armor begins to glow and it does not stop.
Oh boy, this is gonna be a fun day.
The issue with items that pick up on misgivings is that if you find yourself in the presence of multiple or
Well, I mean, as it says close. So, nothing like. I'd actually have to be relatively close to them.
Like melee range or like
Close to
the,
melee, right?
10 feet, right?
no, close is so. I'll show you. So this is close.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that's still pretty far.
Yeah. So as you move through this room, there isn't a moment where you feel like the magical property of your armor deactivates.
Gotcha. This is gonna be a fun day. I can't tell either.
So I feel like this may be probably more useful in a singular context, one-on-one. But in this environment, it would be really difficult to tell.
Well, that's also another reason why I'm wearing the jacket, kind of to hide it.
Yeah,
That way, I'm like, I can see it, but
but you know it,
Yeah.
and you feel as soon as you kind of get into this environment, it just sort of like, yeah, there are people here who are wealthy, who want to remain wealthy, and they are willing to
Dang, I thought that was
say
work.
and do many things to make sure that things stay the way that they are.
Dang.
Then there are people here who are here, forthright and honest. And, it's kind of difficult to see the difference.
Right.
Did he just sneakoscope you?
What's that?
Sneakoscope?
He kind of made my
It's
armor.
like, oh, you got a sneakoscope. Yeah, everybody's fucking lying.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Which makes sense. We're at.
So,
I just misread it. I thought close was like
no, close is
you and me.
Wait,
yeah.
Immediately
This is
range.
close.
is lying basically like, at least in this, is it like, is lying
I mean,
anything, or is it like lying is like
Like
actively
chips.
lying? I did. You want some scores?
it just says lying.
Is it like, so like me telling someone a lie, or is it just like me not telling something also a lie? Like what defines a lie in this?
Basically, this armor glows when anyone within close range tells a lie.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Are you called a prince at home? Or is your daddy called a prince at home?
Oh. Well, luckily he's in the midst of many lies, so
no
it
one
is-
knows.
It's
Oh,
just-
I'm just saying, that's a lie.
I mean, the only thing I can maybe say is maybe it glows a little brighter
Okay.
when.
This man is like glowing
Closer.
ball right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well that's the reason why I'm wearing the jacket.
Turn your armor down, dude.
It's like
That's the reason why I'm wearing the jacket, but I can still kind of like, look for myself.
Okay?
All I see is just.
Yeah.
I want to find the guy that told me to check into what's going on.
Okay.
What was his name?
So that was Jack.
Jack.
No, Jack was the brewer that told me kind of.
He didn't say anything.
He gave me a clue, but I was told to go talk to the different business people by Lord blah blah blah.
So
I went to go talk to the business people to figure out what the hell's going on.
yeah, so Thaddeus Avericum, the head of the Merchant Guild, essentially through the official channels, asked to have someone go and take a temperature check of.
And this is his house, right?
This is his house.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go look for him.
Okay. So you
You mingle.
Okay.
I'm gonna go look for Thaddeus Avericum.
I'm gonna go around and make business deals.
okay?
Helps with the guns. Do you know the price?
It doesn't take
I
long
have
to
other
find him.
things I must have.
It's a
Fair.
he's a very like
I've done my
loud
I've done
and
my
boisterous individual.
job. If you want to hire my crew anymore.
You pick up on where he is almost as soon as you enter the room. So Andres begins to have this conversation with Lady Fairmont, and then you immediately hear from the other side of the room a raucous conversation, and Thaddeus, in a very charismatic way, is joking with one of the other local sort of general like businessmen. He doesn't have like a single shop that he tends to. He sort of invests in his money makes money. That
I'm gonna full on police captain, just sort of sweep in, like march, like straight through the crowd, straight at Thaddeus.
okay.
My lord, I need a moment.
And he like opens his arms, swings his cape away. Oh well, if we don't have Lord Samael himself blessing us with his presence, thank you so much. I surmise you are here to provide me a report on how things are going amongst the guild.
A moment in private, my lord.
Of course. If you will, please excuse me, Garrett. Will be but a moment.
And I'll just be honest, I'll tell him, like, I'm hearing that traffic hasn't changed, but that the gold is not flowing. And I wondered what that meant. And then I tell him directly that I met a supernatural creature that consumed gold and turned it into tin.
Supernatural creature. That is.
And this was witnessed in the city square. You may have heard it. I describe it like it was a ghost that consumed gold, that healed itself with gold.
That is
We struck it down, but I would imagine that there are more.
very concerning indeed. Well, what do you suggest as our course of action?
my friend Jack at the brewery
Yes.
obviously knew more than he told me.
Oh?
That means that more of your peers know more than they are saying.
I see.
That these creatures are not just here as some sort of infestation. I believe they must be here at some sort of invitation, but I do not know by whom.
Creatures. There are more than one of these.
I do not imagine that our troubles were related to this one creature.
I see. This is the first I'm hearing of it. And
But I would keep my ears to the ground, my lord.
yes,
Who among your peers is wealthier than they used to be, or who among them is strange new friends?
Interesting. Actually, I strangely remember a report, or rather, not an official report, of course, but a whisper. Projects going on around the city. New buildings and things that seemed a bit lavish for public works, if you will. There may be mishandling of sorts of tariffs or
Of public funds? Of the
I-
governmental funds?
I would not go so far as to critique or hold in ill repute the Lady Valeria. Her family has led this great city for decades, and they have done a marvelous job. But amongst my circles, there have been whispers. I'll say, if you want to, you can make a presence roll to kind of bring him more into your liking, or if you want to make an instinct roll to
22
Okay.
with fear.
Nice. Yeah.
He leans in toward you and he says, "We must be careful. I understand. These are sensitive matters, and I wouldn't want to be on the wrong end of the soreness of the wrong individual, if you understand what I mean."
The only ends of which I am concerned are order, justice, in our community of Eredor. And I will... Good day, sir.
Good day
Well.
to you. And thank you so much for your help and for your trouble, and to better provide service to our good people in Eredor. Please take this humble offering as a token of my gratitude.
No need.
Oh,
And I'll just leave.
we need
Interesting.
more.
Can I do something very quick?
Yes.
So this is you've left. So I've been hiding. I wanted to kind of like hide in that shadow, in your guys' shadow, listening. I'm just sitting there on the stairs, sitting next to Thaddeus. And I go, "Well then, Thaddeus."
Oh, Seeker.
Just my leg dangling there, just.
How are you? How are you getting on?
What? I'm not gonna lie. The prince is a bit of a. Well, he's the prince.
I see.
And Sammy, there.
Sammy.
He's got to stick up his ass so far that he can't even do anything with it.
Well, Lord Samuel is a man of veritable intrigue, but also he is quite reliable.
I agree. After all, when we went and fought that little spectre thing that he was talking about, he well did slap that son of a bitch right upside the head.
Yes, he is a mighty foe. I would shudder to see myself on his opposite.
So what is your idea of this spectre?
Oh,
Because after all, if there are many of those running around, I might have to leave a lot faster.
I would say my idea is to pay someone handsomely to figure out what these specters are. I myself have no idea. I am solely the benefactor or patron of those more talented than I.
Can I get a instinct roll?
Yes, and give me one moment. I got to kid swap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dad. My email or my Ninja.Baltes is
Delete some old stuff.
I deleted all my emails. I have to go delete the Google Photos. The other thing is I have to do it for my computer, so I do it for my phone. It'll delete all photos from everywhere. I want to keep mine.
I'm gonna roll for since should I just wait for him? I should wait for him.
See, if I go to delete this photo, right? This photo will be deleted from iCloud Photos on all your devices. I just want to delete it from Google Photos.
Yeah, so you don't want to do it from
My computer.
your computer.
I don't know how.
Go to photos.
I don't know how to delete it though. I'm over here. Do I have to go to this on every single one?
Go back to the main screen.
I don't know how to max.
Or
get rid of
select.
photos.
I don't know, just Google it.
Oh yeah, that's smart. How to delete Google Photos.
Bye bye.
Later, dude.
Bye. Computer. Bro. There's a select button. There's not a select button.
I don't trust him at all. Granted, it might also be because of the music.
Yeah, that's scary. It's slow, so.
Mm. That's why I wanted to do the whole I'm sitting above you guys on the railing, feet just dangling, listening to your guys' conversation.
Yeah.
And then finally, as the Lord stick up his ass, decided to walk away. Go ahead and speak up.
Alright, so
And can I get a instinct roll to see if he knows more than he's lets on?
yes.
Can I use one of my experiences, merchant? You kind of be like, I'm being a little more, persuasive, trying to get his guard down, to get a better deal type thing. Get a little more
Persuasion or for presence, yes. But for instinct, yeah, sorry. Tell me more. What were you trying
He's kind of trying to see if he has a tell, like a merchant, like how merchants have tells when they're lying.
I see. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, and then mark the hope. That is a 6 or a 9? That's a 9. 9 plus 2, 9 plus 9, 18 with hope.
18 with hope. You
Kind of see if he knows a little more about these dealings.
So when you ask him the question about the entities, the ghosts, genuinely he looks to be telling the truth. truth, he is honestly like, I have no idea what's going on with those. And sorry, remind me again. What was your
Basically, to
line
see
of questioning? I got it.
if he knows more about the ghosts,
Right.
or if he knows a little bit more about the money situation.
Gotcha.
Because I was listening to their whole conversation.
Okay. So you generally asked him about the, and I think he answered you. He answered you pretty directly about the ghost. I'll say with an 18, the thing that you pick up on is that he doesn't respond about the money situation. He responds more directly about not knowing what's going on with the ghosts. So, I'll say with an 18, you pick up the fact that excuse me, it's a careful and measured response, and he seems to be very truthful and forthright about not knowing about the ghosts.
Okay. Alright, Thaddeus. I'll leave you be to your little party.
Seeker, please
But-
enjoy the festivities.
Please understand this. If this continues, our contract will be put on hold. You'll no longer be able to use my ship.
Oh, well, that would be quite a shame. I hate to have to call in any favors for Megatronus, so I do appreciate your continued service.
Negasonic teenage warhead.
All I ask is get this a little more under wraps. After all, gold is a merchant's lifeblood.
It is, and understand, this is harming me at much deeper levels than it is harming your ship, so I'm also very motivated to see this come to an end. I just have to be careful, you understand.
Alright. Enjoy your party.
And you as well.
As I literally shove off the rail over his head and just
Just jump off the rail.
pretty much the feline cat just no
Seeker, no, don't do it!
I'm literally I'm sitting there's a the grand ball or whatever like that.
Yeah.
Everything's going on like that. I'm just sitting there and I just kick off
I
and
gotcha.
then
So you're not
walk off.
you're not jumping down off of this.
No.
Oh, okay. Understood. It's well, there goes Seeker. No. So, coming back to Andres and Lady Isabel Fairmont.
Alright.
As you continue this conversation, what are the details or things that you are interested in learning or picking up from her? Or what would be the things that you would be inquiring with her about or asking her about? At the moment, you're...
You like Princess Baby?
I'm gonna ask her her relations to their.
Relations.
Shut.
Sorry. You
Oh.
did it, not me, man.
Trying to find the princess.
No. I'm gonna ask her relations to the kingdom. Shut up.
To the kingdom?
I want to create.
Sorry. Let's let him go.
He said relations.
To your kingdom, you're asking?
Yes.
Well, her relations to any this kingdom. Cause I want other kingdoms. Because I want to
Yeah,
I want to expand our kingdom.
Okay.
Make more friends.
gotcha. So her response is sort of, it's a bit fluffy, if you will. Think along the lines of an extremely popular social influencer and someone who does have some sway and ability to kind of be in the right room, hear the right things, know the right people. However, her actual position is more kind of unofficial and fluffy. And so she gives you some names and she tells you of some members of the Eldorian Alliance that, she's crossed paths with, or that she's, been at a dinner that included them, and some notable names that kind of like are immediately that immediately catch your attention are the governor. She tells you that she's actually like been at a dinner with Governor Kelvarn of Solaris, and you know that he presents very high and mighty, but she suspects that there's actually something about him that is a little bit uncouth, or she has a distrust for him for whatever reason.
Okay.
But you take it at first blush as kind of gossipy, and that maybe there's not a lot of merit to what she's saying. And this is, you know, deeper into the conversation as she kind of like begins to hit the end of this list of people that she is sharing with you.
Yeah.
But at a certain point, she does talk about her connection to Lady Valerian and how their friendship is it is peaking. Like it's getting to a point now where she's like, I do suspect that one of these days that Lady Valerian will actually ask me to come alongside and lead with her in Arendelle. And honestly, it is a dream of mine. I am flattered, I am honored, but it is not a surprise. It is something that I've known since my birth, that that the weight of leadership and importance would fall upon me, and I will accept it.
Tell me about it. Yeah.
You, of course, you understand your prince. So tell me more of the Isles of Vesper. And she kind of tries to, you know, shift the conversational responsibility back to you a little bit. But
The Isles are a peaceful place. Every once in a while we have...
Everybody's got a gun.
We all carry these very fancy, one of a kind black powder rifles.
I see. That is
Just in case that some of the other isles try to create their own little kingdoms and take us over.
So the place where these very violent machines exist more than anywhere else in the world.
Well, the only place in the world.
The only place.
We created these.
I have seen these before. I
Probably
have
one
not
of
seen
ours.
them wielded with such skill, but
Probably one
in
of
my
ours.
in my travels, you all are responsible for their design.
For the design and creation of them.
Huh?
We are the only kingdom in the world that creates these. We have sold them before, but we have not sold many.
Well, I would very much like to visit this Vespern Isles.
I'll take
on
you there
your
one day.
invitation. Thank you.
Next time we go over there.
Alright. Give me a presence roll.
Presence roll?
Yeah.
Alright. Ten with fear.
Okay.
God, that's horrible. Okay.
So she looks around for a moment, and yes, well, please do write me, and I would love to come and visit your islands.
Anytime. You're most
I
welcome.
must mingle. You understand? I have to.
Alright. If you know anyone that's interested in the guns, point them my way.
I will absolutely.
Thank you.
She kind of like is swept away.
I saw the bad guys, dang it. Okay.
So, continuing to kind of look around this room.
Go in the other door. Spilled.
Yeah. You can actually open it if you want to just have it.
I'm good.
So eventually, Samael you make your way back into the party, and
It's more.
you're approached by Sir Alistair Hawk. He is a veteran of the sort of local military. Like you are more police force, he is kind of more military force, and he is one of the more like outspoken supporters of Lady Valerian in Arendor. In being a part of the city's kind of like culture, you understand that there is some derision as it were. Like there is not just this like wholehearted like we all love Lady Valerian. There has been like a feeling that the family of the Valerian family has kind of like, you know, they've lost their touch a little bit in terms of how they lead this city and how they bring about economic prosperity. And she's definitely done really well in terms of making sure that Arendor remains a place of peace, and that they don't get too steeply involved in conflict unnecessarily. But her handle on the financial side has sort of slipped in recent years, and people have talked about it, and they've felt that, you know, maybe there is time for new blood, or there is time for a change. But Sir Alistair Hawk approaches you and, hello, Lord Samael, how are you this evening? Are you enjoying the festivities?
My Lord Hawk. I look around. Festivities.
Yes.
I am not generally one to enjoy or not enjoy the festivities.
I see.
I am, however, here on business.
Oh. And he takes a little like miniature like blood sausage and kind of like pops it in his mouth. He's a pretty like rotund fellow. Like he is military but high ranking, and you can see that he does little to no physical exercise or activity. Like he is strictly like ranking and a mouthpiece. So he is.
I roll a presence check as I get close to him.
Okay.
19 with hope.
Oh.
I lean in and I am not one for festivities, but the peace of my city, of which I am Lord Justice,
Yes.
has been disturbed. What do you know?
He also takes a look around. Well, I could actually use a smoke. You partake, don't you?
Certainly.
And he leads you to a side door.
Everything in the Navy got done on the smoke deck.
Yeah.
Everything in the Navy got done on the smoke deck.
He leads you out a side passage into a kind of like huge library area, and then through this to a kind of glass door that opens up into this very beautiful gazebo. Or sorry, not gazebo. It's an outdoor area built on the side of the building.
Conservatory.
Conservatory, yeah. And he kind of takes a piece of flint and then strikes it and kind of lights his pipe.
Okay.
I'll pull out an amazing cigar, like just absolute dopest cigar.
Oh, wonderful. And then he
Yeah, I'll ask him for a light. And
strikes his flint again. It's a fairly this is a nice like contraption that he has like for lighting his cigars. Like you look at it, but he
some gnomish make.
yeah, it's gnomish.
Wizardry.
Definitely gnomish.
Metal match.
They never light on the first strike, and this one just every time on the first strike. But he leans up against the railing out here and puffs his pipe and says, "I fear that our friend Avericum is very, very close to making a much more public move toward the office of High Chancellor. Now, of course, you haven't heard this from me, but I happen to have evidence of Thaddeus hiring spies that would gather incriminating information about Lady Valerian, and whether or not those spies were able to put up anything that was of legitimate repute. I'm not sure, but the fact that Thaddeus is moving so carelessly to act against Lady Valerian is concerning, at least for my part. I know that Our Lady's view of Arundel's military is quite high. She holds us in regard as she does the police force. So I wouldn't see that changed. You know. What is your view on this?
As Lord Justice, I have no view
I see.
except order,
Well,
justice, for community.
Sorry.
someone truly,
There are games afoot
yes,
in my city.
of course.
I will stop them.
I hope that you're able to, because, to be honest, the old dog in me is quite tired of these games. This show that Thaddeus has put on tonight, it is a show, to be sure. He wants to win over everyone here to see him as this grand philanthropist who...
I mean, I don't want to go all, like, dude on him, but, like, you know, the spice must flow, motherfucker. Like,
so
the money
Yeah,
from the caravans, from
Yeah.
the ships, from the goods
yeah,
that transfer through Arendor to the world
yes.
are what pays for my police force. What pays for your army, my friend.
Yes. I have seen the benefit of it for many 30 plus years, and I would not see that end soon. My fear is that with the change in guard, in terms of the seat of the High Counselor, what we might trouble with is seeing those funds continue to flow in the directions that they have for decades. Now,
I'll interrupt him and be like, today I saw them flow
yes,
into the belly of a demon and turn to ash.
I heard about
There is
this.
mischief afoot.
That sounds quite unsettling to see. First of all, there was a creature of this nature in our city was terrifying. But the creature stealing gold and then turning it worthless to tin, that is...
Turning it worthless, as I hear from many,
yes.
that the quantity of wealth that our city handles
Yes.
has diminished.
I see.
A coincidence?
Of course not.
As the Lord Justice, there is no coincidences.
No. As I said, what I can tell you for my part is that there is activity from within the Avericum estate. That is what I know. That is what I can offer at this time.
I'll say thank you. I hope I can rely on you, my friend, as I always have. Then I'll stub out my cigar and tuck it in my armor somewhere and wander off.
He, as you're walking out, puts a hand on your shoulder. You can always rely on me. You know this. Police and the military, we must be in sync. Show care for one another in these difficult times. And I have the utmost trust in your department, and that you will bring to light what is happening in the dark.
I'm gonna do a instinct roll.
Okay.
Never mind. I shouldn't have. I should have just walked away. Anyway, that is an 11 with fear.
Okay.
Even with my oh shit, it's a cop
Gotcha.
added to it.
11 with fear.
I think he's fine. Yeah.
He seems, it seems like he's fine.
I pat his hand. Thanks, bud.
And
You're a good friend.
as you kind of like stare a little bit longer at him, trying to like, you know, suss out any malintent, you suddenly hear like a chorus of screams, and you look inward and you see that the brilliant lights that were once illuminating the ballroom have all suddenly gone out in
Oh shit.
complete darkness within the ballroom.
I don't know these.
The two of you, as you are conversing, moving about, you are
Honestly,
suddenly immersed in darkness.
I want to say I'm kind of doing more or less, not so much conversing, just kind of like walking around, listening for
Yeah,
little tidbits of merchant good news.
yeah. So, I'll say you can, because of the environment, first, no, I'll say, are you trying to,
Leading all your sexy
Blend in.
pics.
or are you trying to
Videos,
like
actually.
hide behind a vase while you listen to
Just
some
anyone I thought
conversation?
of.
I'm trying to
All
kind of do like
this
the
on
hide behind the vase.
photos.
Okay.
Just like,
But
I'm
it's
not really
good
walking around
photos,
just
like,
like
You
I
know,
was,
them getting mad at me.
if anything, I would be walking
For a while.
around.
Yeah.
If I hear something a little interesting, I'd be kind of like
Okay.
trying to find a little.
Where are you?
corner.
You're short, right?
Yeah. As you move about, go ahead and make a presence check. Because in this instance, your ability to stealthily move through the space to get beside someone, because everyone is in a state of like heightened, like
Yeah.
they're trying to like actively like silo off these
Yeah.
conversations. Like you can hear sort of like hushed tones and whispers and conversations, but some conversations they're intent on keeping them private. So
Right.
everyone is kind of more a little like on edge and aware.
Right. Can I use one of my experience, the stalker experience, for this?
For this, no. This is more your presence attempting to convince people that you are just passing by and not
Okay.
lingering to listen to their conversation.
Okay. I reroll that because of the fear thing. Yay. That is double eights,
Okay. So, I'll say that
which that gives me a hope, and I don't have any trust. That is one of the best freaking abilities. Anytime I have a fear that is 1 or 2, I get to re-roll it.
yeah. So you are actually brushing past the individual who is actually the head above Lord Semael. This is Captain Leora Stormblade. She is the commander of the city guard, the police of Arendor.
Oh shit.
She my boss.
She is your boss. And you kind of like are brushing past as she is in a
Hey, boss.
not intense, but I would say it is a conversation that you can tell the emotion has like elevated a bit with Thaddeus. And as she is speaking to him, she's attempting to set some time aside that she could come and ask some questions about a supposed meeting with a notorious crime lord that someone has claimed that Thaddeus had recently. So she's basically telling him that she has information that suggests that he has had meetings with a notorious crime lord.
So Thaddeus has actually been meeting with someone shady, very, very shady.
Yeah, that's kind of your, like, the gist of what you pick up on.
So
and is that
is she like threatening him type scenario, or is it more just like we have him, we have something on him?
yeah, it's really
You
more
damn
like,
right, motherfucker.
Yeah, it is really more like her, in a very like social way, saying like, you know, this is probably nothing, but we just need to ask you some questions just to clear the air. She doesn't seem to be threatening or accusatory. She seems to be more like,
Hey.
trying to clear the air, trying to work through the situation. But she's like, we have to do our job. And, so that's what you pick up on.
I recognize her as his boss, or do I know this? Like this is his boss.
I mean, you
You
know she was the
probably
head of the
would.
police, and that I want to see her
You would
policeman. So yeah,
be aware of that, yeah.
Okay.
Wait, why aren't you the boss?
I'm a boss, not the boss.
Why aren't you the boss?
As that happens, as you kind of walk
If she
past
kicks the
this
bucket, I may get the job.
conversation,
I got you.
the room itself is immersed in complete darkness, and you're no longer able to see anything. So, Andres, as you moving about
Yes.
the room,
Please don't fire that off right now.
you are
I'm a dork,
You
so I
were-
have dark vision. This is magical darkness.
I'm just going to take one moment to remind both Seeker and Andres that your standard kit that you got when you did the character creation includes a torch.
I have dark vision. I don't need a torch.
so you are immersed in complete darkness and unable to see.
Pitch black.
Pitch black.
I'm gonna try to light a torch.
Okay. You pull a torch from your bag and you attempt to light the flint, spark the flint. First thing that strikes you is you don't see any reflection. Like you would expect like some tiny bits of light to peek in and like
Yeah.
create, but there's nothing. It is absolute.
Oh, so my
Darkness.
gun won't work either.
Oh no, they bought Peruvian instant darkness powder for fucking Weasley's Wizard Visas.
Wait, so my gun won't work either.
You don't know that.
Do you want to try?
It could be a visual effect, not a actual effect.
Well, then my torch.
The sparks may still create heat, they just may not create light. If it's magic, you don't
I'm gonna touch the flame. Does it hurt? Or where the flame should be? Is there a flame?
Yeah. You
Okay, so it hurts. Okay,
So we're blind, basically.
interesting.
you are blind, and chaos ensues.
I don't know my best way around this place, so.
There's muttering and whispering, like picks up to a chattering. Oh, what's happening? Hello, who's there? Who did? Don't touch me. Get.
Can I walk back to the room, or is this guy holding me back?
No, he's not holding you.
Wait.
How fast can I step back to the room? Is chaos already started, or is
I'm gonna
chaos
yell,
just
don't
beginning?
panic.
You can walk back to the room. You can just hear like the sounds of this like chaos picking up, and you're not so far away that like it would only take you maybe like 10 seconds to walk across the library to get back to where this is at a brisk pace.
Crit
All right.
on presence using commanding presence and oh shit, it's a cop.
Okay.
And I just walk back into the room and I'm stop panicking. Everybody walk to their left till they feel a wall and then walk towards the nearest exit. Panicking will just cause injury.
And it falls completely silent. There's like some very, very low whispers. It's like, he said to the left, right? To the left, yes. Oh, okay, this way. And
I expect them to all just go to the nearest wall, and walk along the wall until they find a door and get the fuck out.
And the next thing you hear is like the shuffling of feet as people begin to like move toward the wall on the western side of the building, and then they all just kind of like slowly move towards the door, and there is suddenly a squeal as you hear the shrill voice of a woman ring out. And Andres, you notice this quickly because you had the most interaction with this individual. It is Lady Fairmont, and
someone touched my booty.
She shouts out. She's like, "Help! I am being robbed!" And you hear a snap, and then you hear clattering on the ground. But everyone in the room, they remain like calm and silent. Like
I'm gonna go
continue
toward
to
her
leave
voice.
the room. Moving along.
I'm gonna go toward her voice.
Okay.
I can't see, right? I'm just kind of like.
I'll follow. Well, I mean, if we can't see, I don't know if I can.
Hold
go
my
forward.
hands.
You can
Hold my hands.
You can see.
make a instinct roll.
I'm a human.
at
Like I can't see shit.
disadvantage.
An instinct roll.
Yeah. To try
At
and
disadvantage.
yeah. So you're trying
How
to.
does disadvantage work?
And
So
add
you just
it
roll a
minus the
d6 and
d6.
subtract it.
Ah, okay.
Okay. 14.
And then a few moments later, you hear. Said at 14.
Yeah.
You eventually do make it to Lady Fairmont. She's still kind of like, oh, where have they gone? Oh, my jewels, they're
It's
gone.
okay, baby. I got you.
I see.
Andrew, it's okay, baby. I got you. Trying to hook him up, man.
I got my.
Oh. That's what you got. Gotcha.
I live a whole other place, man. That's all I'm gonna say in the situation.
Polygamy is strong over there, apparently.
Chicks don't want you to flex your firearms. They want you to
Yeah, they
flex
do.
your muscles.
I bet their firearm muscle would be kind of cool.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Is the only firearm?
Anyhow.
And then a few moments later, there's another shout, and there's another female voice that is in distress, and you
Where are
then
all the
hear.
chicks getting around?
Because of you,
And
apparently.
jewelry.
Jewelry.
You hear, let me go. No.
I'll move towards that.
Okay.
Or I'm gonna stay with Lady Fearmeyer or whatever it is.
Okay. Make
Well,
an instinct
I rolled
roll.
an instinct 10 with fear.
Okay.
That is jack and shit with fear.
All right.
I'm just. I ended up grabbing her boobies. Right? Like,
Hello. And the next thing that you hear, well, actually, I want to spin the fear.
no. Don't spend fear.
Samael, you hear the familiar voice of Leora Stormblade, your commander, or your captain, shout out, "What are you doing? Unhand me." Wait, what?
I scream, "To arms! Fear, fire, foe!
And
To my lord!"
as that happens, the darkness suddenly vanishes and is sort of like pulled in to a central point in the room, and the light kind of refills it. Everyone is kind of like, their eyes are adjusting as they've been in this darkness for a few minutes now. And everyone's just kind of looking around. You see Lady Fairmont is on the ground distressed, like her
I
dress
don't
has
give a
been torn.
fuck about Lady Fairmont. I'm looking for my boss.
I'll go help his boss. I'll go second.
And all of you look, and you see Leora Stormblade, captain of the city guard, now up against the wall, and she has been stabbed in her abdomen.
Is there anyone by her? Or is she just by herself?
She is by herself.
There's no one near. Like nothing.
So next to her, there is this marble pillar, and you notice that on that pillar there is a kind of like this cube of glass that has been disturbed and knocked to the side, suggesting that there was something there previously that is no longer there.
Is this the Weeping Angels from Doctor Who?
Eh,
I don't know that reference.
really?
You watch Doctor Who? Oh, the Weeping Angels are...
A statue.
If you're looking at them,
Uh-huh.
I see a statue that's like... Looks like somebody carved a statue that is ready to eat me.
Yeah.
But if I look away,
Oh.
I can never actually see the Weeping Angel. If I'm looking at the Weeping Angel, it's frozen.
Oh.
Basically, it can only move when you're not looking at it.
That's pretty cool. It's a good idea.
It's one of the best.
Why did you give him that idea? No!
Write that down.
No!
Weeping
I do
Angels.
not want to fucking fight that thing!
Yes.
Shit. I
As
run over there.
All right.
I got a healing potion in my hand. I'm like, straight into her mouth. Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, and she quaffs the potion with your help, and you see she's kind of like, so, did you see anyone? Did you?
My lord, it was complete darkness. Other than this pillar here next to you, I don't know.
What is? I don't know this.
Would I have heard the shuffling? Because I was relatively close to her.
Yeah.
Would I have heard her like something happening right there? Because I was pretty close to hear that.
I'll say you can. Yeah, sure. You can make an instinct roll since you were nearby.
Oh boy, that is 16 with fear. Granted, I get a hope from
16 with fear.
You still get a hope, but
that. I
it
still
still
get
gives
a
him
hope
a
because of
fear.
my midnight touch.
Wait,
He's
did it
up-
change it at all?
No,
Did it change it? Okay, it just changed.
as long as it succeeds.
Okay.
Yeah. So you actually did hear a set of very quiet footsteps that moved through the space. They came from the direction where you know that Lady Fairmont and
Thaddeus.
the other individual was... Oh no, sorry. Well, Lady Fairmont was on the opposite side of the room. She was the first to kind of like scream out. Then there was a second voice that called out that you weren't as familiar with, but it was also female. They were both on the opposite far side of the room. The captain was actually on the wall to the west of the room, and she actually was near the door to the library where Samael and the Alistair Hawke were out smoking and talking. So footsteps came from the east side of the ballroom, moved to the west side of the ballroom as you kind of like picked up on this amongst all the other like shouting and shuffling about, but you heard a very distinct set of footsteps moving intentionally quietly and stopping just before you heard
When I've heard them when
The
they
captain.
when they went somewhere, if they went somewhere, or they walked away.
So yeah, you would have heard them heading into the library.
Okay, I quickly shout, Sammy! Library! Heard footsteps going that way. Go!
I look at the captain. She
She seems to be at least stopped. The bleeding has stopped.
I hand her another potion and I bolt for the library.
Okay.
My lord,
Yeah. Sorry, who are you addressing?
her as I'm leaving.
Oh.
It's like,
Oh,
here you
you're
go,
like-
my lord.
Yeah.
I'm also calling for the prince.
She can tell me to
Alright.
stop.
Hey,
She's my
Fancy
boss.
Boy,
She can
come
be like,
on.
no, Samuel.
I run
stay with me.
I run
and
towards this
hold
voice.
me up
Are
or
you-
something.
I'm assuming,
I'm-
She's like, no,
you
go.
probably
If
would've heard me.
if you hear some, go
Yeah, I know.
catch
I
them.
heard you, but like, I'm assuming you.
Find who
got the
did
room.
this.
I'm like,
But I give her a potion as a.
yeah, I'm basically going.
Okay.
I'm going to the room too. I'm yelling for the prince.
Alright, we're all going to the
Hey,
room.
Fancy Boy, come on!
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So Andres, you hear that as well, and all of you begin to like bolt towards the library. You are first in as you're kind of like right at this Like you hear these steps, and then you start to head in, and then you call for Samuel and Andres. And as you are heading in, looking at the door heading outside to this sort of like balcony area, you're able to see still out on the balcony is Sir Alistair Hawke, and he is like somewhat like in a position that from where you are currently, you can't tell whether or not he is like moving, alive or dead. And you continue to move towards him, and the closer that you get, the more sure that you are that he is not currently breathing or alive. And
as I burst into the room,
Uh-huh.
I scream, "In the name of the Lord Justice, freeze!"
Okay.
With a 28 presence roll.
28 presence roll.
Dang.
Just booming to everything, like,
Yeah.
stop in the name of the Popo, motherfuckers!
Okay.
I don't even know this is happening. I'm just like, boom! You might stop throwing him.
If I would have noticed that he's not looking good, I probably wouldn't like.
I'll say with a 28, you watch as a shadowed figure comes from behind the wall next to the door heading onto the balcony and leap up onto like the edge of this guardrail.
Yeah, shoot him.
Okay, go ahead and take a shot.
Alright. I feel like.
I spend a hope to give you. I hope I just rolled.
I wasn't sure what you were saying. I just kept hearing, shoot.
He talks too fast.
I was like,
he'll
what?
grow out of it.
I was like,
Laura and I are pretty sure that his current bad habits
19
are
to
going to
fear.
evaporate
19
in the
to
face
fear.
of pussy.
Yeah. He's already max fear, so it's not gonna change anything.
all right,
19.
As soon as he falls in love,
yeah,
19.
he'll slow down.
his speech is going to slow down.
Yeah.
He's going to clean up his room. His last bad habits will evaporate.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna spend a fear. You go ahead and roll damage.
I could reroll those because I have the thing.
Yep.
Is that can reroll ones and twos? So. Ooh. 10 plus 21 plus 8. 29. 29 damage.
29.
Did you roll a fear?
Yes.
Even with advantage?
What does advantage doesn't change with fear?
Advantage, yeah, it doesn't change anything.
Advantage, what does advantage give you?
Just a +6.
Just plus 6 general.
Oh, it doesn't +6 your hope?
Nope.
That's right, I made a video about that because it's bullshit. With the camera. DaggerHeart, fix it.
Fix it now.
It used to give you an extra hope dice, which is
Oh, no,
really
that was
fucking advantage.
Well, that's too much damage.
Yeah.
Is it? I don't think it
if
is.
I think maybe at most if it added a plus to the hope, it'd be a little better.
I thought +6 to hope is the best compromise.
Not plus 6. I think
Flat plus
a
6 to
D6. Hope for hope.
D6, but then you could spend a hope point and get a 1.
Yeah,
it's
that's
not enough.
Well,
I think a flat +6 to advantage on hope.
Yeah.
Well, anyways,
So
okay.
1.4, Matt Mercer.
maybe 1.5.
28 points of damage.
Are they already on 1.4?
Your shot sinks
I thought they
in,
were on 1.3.
and you watch as the figure kind of like grabs at his chest where the wound is, and then they go into an immediate dive off the edge of this balcony from the second floor. And immediately after your shot, there is a very loud individual that enters the room. This is Evelyn Brightmore, and she actually is the attending musician or minstrel for this event.
Stop in the name of love.
She,
Before you break my heart.
so,
Think it over.
so spinning of fear, she walks into the room and she said, "You, stop. Why did you shoot Alistair?"
And I look at her. Hush!
Dang.
The Lord Justice is here. Speak no foolishness.
I will not be silenced so easily while this crime is being committed. Oh, And is
I
the
will
police
presence her
force
ass.
involved as well?
Do I need to?
Sure. She's going to also roll a presence.
Oh shit. That is the best roll possible with a 0.1 differential. I rolled a 32 with fear. 11 plus 12 plus 9 with fear instead of a 12 plus 11. Like, it was like the best roll possible, except it was slightly biased to fear.
All right.
Critical.
So, she rolls a 26.
So I rolled a 32.
There doesn't seem to be any doubt, like, about who holds authority in this situation. Everyone is deferring to your judgment. In terms of how they're currently acting and responding.
But she's not
However,
changing her story. She's like
She is not changing her story.
running off.
And you can see there's glimmers of, like, maybe she is telling the truth in the eyes of other people. Like, they kind of, like, look at her as she leaves upset.
Shoot her.
I'm gonna.
Don't actually shoot her.
I know how to fix this.
Yeah, I know how to fix this. Kablamo!
Yeah.
Hang on.
Oh, man.
As she's walking, as she's kind of like right there.
For sale on the
before she really
Blackwing.
starts walking away,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna use a spell,
Okay.
Thought Diver.
Thought diver. Gotcha.
Okay.
Thought Delver.
Thought delver.
So I spend a hope. I get the vague surface thoughts. But if I make a spellcast roll against the target to delve deeper for more hidden thoughts.
Gotcha.
So
I don't know what
What
you're
are
doing,
the-
so I can't
what
help
are
you.
Go ahead and make a spellcast roll.
That door. Yeah. Okay.
Come on, big money.
Come on.
What is
Whammy,
your,
whammy.
what do you need to roll?
What do I need to roll?
Yeah.
I need to roll a spellcast roll. It just says it off that top.
What's your spellcast?
So it's a plus.
Is it DC is your spellcast modifier, right? Or spellcast or
Well, each spell should have its own.
It just tells me a +4. It doesn't actually. Just a spell.
Delver? Okay.
Wait, how can it work if you have to shoot down? Like if you have to like if you're at like on
Spellcast roll.
the hill,
is-
right?
Oh, okay, so again, it's there.
Flintlock's stuck in the rain, and the reason they
What was
used
your,
water
Well,
was they
I
would
gotta
put a
reroll
little wad
my
of
fear
flux.
dice because it was a 2.
Then they would put the ball and they would ram it in with a ramrod, so it would actually
It's
still work
cocked.
like this.
Because it got stuck up
But it
inside of
wouldn't
another
work.
dice.
Because that's
If that was
That's
flopping,
another 2.
or they
Yeah,
could
yeah.
hold it, or they could.
That's a
move it very
1.
carefully,
Oh,
but if
no.
it was also raining,
What the
Flintlock
heck's
couldn't
going
move in the rain.
on?
How many times do you get to do that?
Well,
It just
They wouldn't
says I
spark
can do it.
and the
Okay. What's the?
Oh,
the
it's
powder
once.
wouldn't catch.
Yeah,
So,
I think it's you have to take the next
Encourage
roll.
them
So
to
you got
okay.
2. And then what was your?
Wheel locks would work in the rain.
11.
Wheel locks were way more
11
expensive.
plus 4.
Okay.
So
So when closed cartridges came into
17.
be, which
Yeah.
was about
17.
the mid 1800s,
yeah, 11
Yeah.
plus 2.
that solved
that's
everything.
3 plus
Because
4.
closed
17.
cartridges could
Oh,
work
you rolled
underwater,
11 on your.
literally.
Yeah, on my hope
on your
dice.
hope.
Well, it's still you still have to have a spark.
So 17 total.
So 17 with hope.
Inside
Oh,
a closed
yeah.
So you do
cartridge,
6.
like you could literally.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I used to have a stainless steel 357 Magnum,
So like what?
which was one of my
thoughts?
guns before I had my Glock 9.
surface thoughts.
It's famous for
First
being
thing you
able,
get
like
is-
special warfare used it
Yeah.
to
Guys,
shoot
hold
underwater.
on.
Shoot.
Damn it. It's just a sort of like frustrated. Shit, damn it, this Samael. And as you delve deeper, what you pick up on is, well, at least there is lots of lucrative information to get back to. That is. And that's it. She leaves.
I look at you and
That's
I
a good
just,
place to end for us to talk about for the next session. Like, you
ah!
now know. So here's the thing. Thaddeus went through normal channels, requested the assistance of the guard. I did my job. I reported back to him as a
The most
premier citizen.
well, let me do a little quick little thing. I look at you, and then as she's walking by, I look at her like I actually just give you like a you can clear.
Yeah, I'm assuming you tell me the whole thing.
I'll tell you the whole thing later, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
that she's a player, and she's a player on behalf of Thaddeus, which means Thaddeus is a player.
Ooh, wait, here's another
This whole
question.
thing just shifted a little bit.
Oh, here's another question, very quickly. Very, very quickly. We're far enough away to where my arm's not really glowing anymore. Like, it's only up, really, in the room.
Yeah.
Would I be hearing any type of lie that, you know, we shot the guy? Or like that?
You shot the sheriff.
Oh, that she was lying that she shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have. Your armor would have easily
And I would have been like,
distinguished that.
yeah, okay. So
I'm just gonna leave this here because
I'm
I
just
come
gonna
back
tell
tomorrow.
them,
I
the
don't know if I'm
police,
on my computer, so-
military, whoever, this
You might
happened
need your computer tomorrow. I already have my
later
computer.
in
Gotcha.